Welcome back to another episode of a Barber's Connection podcast. I am your host, Chris. Quick shout outs before we get started with our guest. Quick shout out to my editor. Without him, I wouldn't be pushing out these episodes as quick as I am every week. Stay tuned to them every week, every Monday at 10 a.m. Bright and early. Also, shout out to my boy Nelson that sponsored me with some stickers. They are here finally. If you need one, please DM me. I'm giving these out for free. All you got to do is just give it a shout, give the page a shout out, and that's it. But without further ado, I'm going to let my guest introduce himself.
My name is Juan.
What do you do?
I'm a barber
Damn.
slash amputee.
Slash amputee. Okay.
It's our trophy in the back. And this is the casting couch.
Hey, yo. So, I mean, fuck it. You brought up the leg. You want to talk about what happened, and you want to give us the story of what went on, what happened.
Yeah, so basically, long story short, I was in the hospital for 2 months. Um, it was pretty much a roller coaster. I got diagnosed with a rare disease. Name, I don't know. But I do. If you do your research, just search up GPA disease. Um, Pretty much people from the age of uh, 40 to 60 usually get this rare disease. I'm one of the few that got it pretty early at my age. Um, Pretty much when I got into the hospital, um, I went in after I got COVID. It was kind of weird because shit. I just felt like just a normal like flu. So after COVID, my leg got swollen. I couldn't really walk, and that's when my boy was like, "Hey, it doesn't look normal. You should go to the hospital." That's when I went, and they just told me at that point my lungs were really bad. They were black. They're full of blood. Had a lot of blood clots. But I ain't Jamaican.
Stupid.
But anyways, yeah. So I was there. They put me in a coma for about, I believe, 9 days. Whatever they injected me with was really good. Fire.
When you were in a coma, I mean, some people talk about like, I mean, obviously I've never been in a coma, but like, do you do you know kind of what's going on around you,
Nah,
or is it like,
I didn't know what was going around me. It really felt like I just went to sleep for like a 12-hour sleep.
damn, okay,
And when I woke up, I was just hella confused. I didn't know where I was at. Uh, I just remember waking up to watching some college football, and
you remember the first game you were watching
I
when
just
you
know it
woke
was
up?
yeah.
What
I just know it was a Florida team, like one of those like lower schools, I guess.
Okay, okay.
Not like Florida or Florida State. Nah, none of those. But they had said that they had to strap me down because I kept wanting to take it off and not cooperate and stuff like that.
Oh damn.
So yeah, but past that, like um, when after that actually, I would I couldn't open my eyes, but I would hear people, and I had some crazy dreams.
Yeah. So it was like
Yeah,
you were dreaming in a sense,
yeah, yeah.
and then because obviously, I mean, you pretty much shortened your whole, I mean, everything that happened because it was because you went in when did you go into the hospital, and then when did you get out of the hospital?
So I went into the hospital September 9th.
September 9th. Okay.
Yes, that's
That was your arrival date.
That was my arrival day. That was my anniversary with my girl. So it's
So
pretty crazy.
did you still have your anniversary
No,
with your girl before? Like you
no,
went? No.
no.
Okay. So you went into the hospital September 9th, and then you got out.
I got out November 10th, which is a week before my birthday.
Damn. Okay. And this is within the same year that all
Yes.
that happened, right?
Year 2024.
Okay. And then so within September and November, um, when when was it that they told you like, hey, your legs are? Because by the way, you guys can't see it because it's from our chest up, but he's actually a double amputee. So it's not just our trophy here. It's both.
Both
But
legs.
both legs exactly,
I'm
and then
boneless.
you're stupid. Fuck, you said I'm boneless.
Yeah, I'm
You're a,
boneless, bro.
but okay. So from that time in September to the time when you got out in November, when did they tell you like, all right, we're gonna have to amputate your
So
legs, or when did that conversation even come about?
I guess the people, my small circle, my friends, family that were there, pretty much every day, um, they knew. They just didn't want to tell me, cause I was already going through a lot. But there was this one nurse that I didn't really fuck with. Or correction, she's not a nurse, she's a doctor. And she would just come in and she was so blunt. She'll tell you straight up. I remember at that time they finally took the tubes off me. I was able to eat a little, so I was pretty excited about that. And then she just barges in and she's like, "Oh yeah, you're getting amputated." And then right there, it just crushed me. I thought my life was over. Um, I didn't know what to think or feel at that time. Um, I just remember like that was my first meal of the day when she told me I didn't want to eat no more, and I just pushed the food away. I told everybody in the room to get out, and just wanted to just cry and be alone, cause nobody want to hear that, and that's a tough pill to swallow.
Definitely, definitely. I mean, I know obviously you were very. I mean, I've known you now 4 years, so for as long as I've known you, you've been a very active, very like hungry person to like a driven person. So like for you seeing that, did it? I mean, going from doing both barbering, school,
Work.
and the other jobs that you were doing. Um, I guess how did it feel taking going like doing all you were doing to now you had to take it easy. Hey, fool, get off, dog.
Uh, for me it was tough, man, cause I'm so used to be like you said being active and stuff. I'm more of a person that likes to do stuff. I hate like just sitting around doing nothing. So I had to adjust to that. So that was really tough for me. I know it'd take time. I just didn't know how long. But yeah, it's crazy times, man.
Okay, okay. And now we're what? Almost. Now you've been what, a year and a couple months into being a double amputee.
Yeah, so I got my surgery date was October 22nd
October 22nd. Okay, so
of 2024.
now okay,
And
and
then
then so what are things that before your surgery and before you got amputated, that you were like, damn, I'm never gonna be able to do this, that you can now do, that you're just like, that you amaze yourself to.
it's the little things, man, like just walking, like now I'm walking without crutches or any assistance. So at a pretty fast rate. I didn't think I would reach that point this early. I had low expectations for myself, just because I would see a lot of videos of people who are in the same situation as me, and everybody's progress is different. So I tried my best not to compare myself to those people. And I bought a treadmill, and I have a home. So once I bought that, I started, to walk more. It's just the little things too, like um, I get excited to see how many steps I did in a day.
That low key because you be telling me. I mean, we work at the same barber shop. Okay, so what's like? I guess what's your PR on steps
My
right now that
my
you've
right
done?
now, 11K.
11K.
Doesn't sound a lot to you guys,
No, that shit's a lot.
but it is a lot to me, just because I gotta waste more energy just with every step. I gotta think about every step I do. Before all this, I didn't really paid attention to little stuff like that. But yeah,
11. That's 11,000 steps, doggy.
yeah, 11. Yeah, it's a lot.
Bro, that's crazy because like
I said my minimum to do a day is 2,500.
2,500. Okay, that's your minimum. That's like, all right, this is what I'm trying to do.
Yeah,
Okay.
even if like, cause I get tired fast, I get hot fast. So what? So for the people that don't know, like, for me myself, as a W amputee, the the parts I'm missing, I guess. My prosthetic guy had mentioned that I get hot fast because I'm I'm chopped up. I'm chopped up, and that's where like the temperature of your body goes all the way to the bottom. So since I'm missing that, I get hot fast. Sometimes I sweat easy because of that. Sometimes I want the AC more than before. Yeah, it's little things like that.
And I mean, you drive yourself.
Yeah, I drive. It sounds crazy, but
You walk. I mean,
I
you walk.
I drive with some sticks you screw onto the gas and brake pedal and just do hand controls. I did my research to get my car modded up. It was 1,500 minimum. I was not gonna pay that. Went on Amazon. I found those sticks for $60. I could always take them off and have someone else drive. It's much easier like that, I think. But yeah, it's pretty cool. A lot of people are amazed on that they see me driving and stuff. Started driving a month after I got out the hospital. Yeah,
A month out. And then, how old are you again?
28.
Damn. Just kidding. 28. Okay, so
28.
I mean, you felt obviously like when it happened in the beginning,
I thought my
like,
life was over, to
uh
be
huh.
honest, when all this happened. It came to a point where, like, uh, so before all this, my biggest fear was dying. When all this was happening, I I even thought about like just telling them like, hey, just pull the cord. That's it. Like my time is up. You know.
I mean, shout out to you, bro, more than anything, but also shout out to your people, bro, your close circle, your people, that are were in your corner. Um, Cause I know, I mean, bro, when you told me the news, I was in Vegas for M's tournament, and bro, to me, like that shit was hard for me. Not it's not shit, but like it was hard for me. Uh, knowing because again, knowing the type of person you are, the driven you are, the way you would always, the way you were moving. You feel me? And to me it was just a hard thing of like fuck, like this man's not gonna, but again, my headspace was, I was thinking you're about to be a double amputee on a wheel. I thought you were gonna be forever
Wheelchair.
like on a wheelchair.
Yeah.
And like, thankfully, Emmeline was like, "Oh no, they have prosthetics, they have all this, they have that, they have things that are gonna help him." And like, it like, I mean, it was hard for somebody that was in the outside, that kind of
Looking
knew
in.
what you were going through. So I mean, I can't imagine how much harder it was for you to be going through that firsthand. And like I said, shout out to you, props to you, bro, because it isn't easy, especially at the age you were at. And because you could have easily just given up and been like, fuck it, I'm done. But you really just pushed it through to where we are now,
Yeah.
and now you're telling your story.
Yeah. It was really tough, man. Tough. Those 2 months felt like forever, and I thought I would never leave the hospital. So any chance I got that they put me in the wheelchair and go get some sunlight, like I would just cry, and I would just think like, damn, it's a blessing just to wake up every day. Like I started thinking like that. I took a lot of stuff for granted.
But it was more the little things, huh?
Yeah, the little things got me for sure. And sometimes the nurses be like, "All right, let's go back inside." And I'm just like,
You weren't
like
ready for all that.
I was like, let me enjoy a little bit more sun and the view. And yeah, man, it was just tough. But I don't know. It's a lot of what ifs. I asked myself when I first got out the hospital slash during in the hospital that like damn like why me? Why is this happening now? Stuff like that.
And then, I mean, you also, it wasn't just you were sick and then, you also lost your voice for a little bit, right?
Yeah, I
How
lost my
long?
voice.
Even right now, you're like, I
Yeah.
compare it to like when we were, like when I met you in barber school to now, like your voice is still kind of coming back a little bit, right?
Yeah, slowly. I I didn't even think my voice was gonna come back, cause I was in tubes. I think for like 2 weeks. Yeah, 2 weeks.
Hmm.
So when they took out the tubes, I cannot talk at all. I had to like pretty much,
Text it. I
yeah,
remember. I
text it and
remember
then
the one
show
time.
you,
Yeah.
and then reply like that all the time. But it was crazy too because when I was in tubes, I was really thirsty, and obviously you can't drink or eat anything. So I remember I found like a little hack. So I would tell the nurse, "Hey, can you like brush my teeth?" So she would use like this spongy toothbrush, and she'll soak it in water, and I'll bite it, and then
Yeah, a little bit.
yeah, I was like, oh, fire. But after she caught on to what I was doing, she's like, "Nah, I can't do it no more."
Yeah. So you
I was
got
like,
so you had
"Damn."
some hot ass breath for a while.
Yeah, yeah, I did. And then they gave me a date where they're gonna take off the tubes. I was like, bro, finally, like, thank God. And I was like, I need some like cold ass Sprite when these are off. And later that same day, I remember I was watching on the TV. There was Ice Age playing,
Dang. Okay. Which
and
one though? The first one?
bro, I don't know.
You don't even remember?
Um,
Like,
but
that's
it
a
was
lie, Lisa.
I just know it was Ice Age, and the water looked bussin'. I'm not gonna lie, it looked bussin', and I was just like, damn, like I need something cold like that.
Damn.
And
Okay.
then when they finally took the tubes, uh, my pops was there, so I told him, hey, like give me a Sprite. So when he got it for me, I chugged it, like it hit like McDonald's Sprite.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Dang. Okay.
yeah, it hit like McDonald's Sprite.
That's crazy. Um, what's a message you would give someone that's going through the same experience? I know you said it's a rare disease, but like in the sense of like getting amputated, what's a message you would give
Uh,
to somebody that's going through the same thing you did?
Well, before all this happened, I didn't think there was a lot of amputees in the world. I never really saw any till this happened. I, I see a lot now, but I could tell that person that you're not alone, man, or her. You're not alone. Um, Take it day by day. Every day is gonna be a challenge. Just don't think of the future and take it day by day, because like, uh, yeah, it's just tough. But you got this. Put your mind to it. Uh, just take it day by day.
That's dope. That's dope, though. How would you describe this current season in your life right now?
Um,
Like, if you
Chris,
can, let's say, okay, let's say you can title it, right? What would you
Tyler,
title? What would you title this current season that you're in?
just to start.
Just to start.
Just to start.
Okay.
I feel like, yeah, obviously, like all this happened and my life got put on pause. But I feel like as each day goes by, I'm achieving more personal goals, such as just walking, um, going to the gym, driving, working. I feel like it's just the start of everything, whatever the whole future holds.
Dope. Okay. Well, when did you realize? I mean, because obviously before this this chapter in your life happened, when did you realize that you wanted to do this barber thing more than just a hobby?
Before all this happened,
Before all this,
um,
well, because obviously, like, I feel like after this happened, you kind of it just drove you even more because you were just getting started, right? Like with
yeah, in
being
a way,
licensed in a
yeah.
sense, like where it wasn't just a hobby anymore. I mean, it wasn't a hobby even a little bit before, but like when did you realize, like, before that, like, yo, this is something I can do for the rest of my life, and this is something I want to do for the rest of my life?
So like barbering came into my life in middle school.
Okay.
I was always fascinated of a transformation on somebody, just giving people confidence. Um, I used to recycle as a kid, so I came up with my money. In the summer, I sold a couple bottles, made probably like $30 that day. Told my mom she could take me to Marshalls or Ross, whatever was closer to us. And I bought like a little, crappy machine, but it did its job at the time. I cut my neighbors, my little brother in the summer, my cousins. So I told him if I mess up, like, bro, it's the summer, like you're not going nowhere. So that's how I started. And once like I started like liking it more, um, I did my research, found a school, called them, gave me a price.
So when you signed up for school, how much was school then?
Um,
Because I think your price might have been different than my price.
my,
Because even the people after signed up, their price was different than my price.
I think it was 85 on it
Okay, so mine was
overall.
mine. Yeah, yeah, I think mine was
Overall,
85 as well. But I think like the people after me were like 10.
I think so. Yeah, I think it was like 85.
Okay, okay.
So I had called and they had told me like, hey, you gotta be 18, minimum. So I was like, all right, like I'll just keep it in the back of my head, and when I turn 18, if it's something I still want to do, then I'll pursue it. But when they told me the price, I don't remember the price, but I know it was a lot. I had told myself also that once I have finally a good job, good paying job,
Hmm.
I'll pursue it. So when I started working at the airport overnight, making good money, uh, that's when I decided, hey, let's make this change and go from there.
Okay. And that's dope. And then you just, I mean, you haven't looked back since, obviously, and
Nah,
now that's what you enjoy
yeah, I
doing.
enjoy it. I love it. It's,
I mean, I see you have your AI shirt on. Um, let's go quickly with Mount Rushmore of basketball.
tough.
Current. That's tough. I know. Oh,
Current?
you want to do current or you want to do overall? I'll let you. Let that be a dealer's choice.
I
But
could do all time.
all time. All right. So it's 4.
I'll go Kobe.
Kobe.
Wait, Mount Rushmore is how many people?
4.
Oh, that's tough.
That's why I said. Do you want to do current or all time?
No, I'll do all time. I'll do Curry.
You said who?
What the?
Do you
Kobe.
Just,
Kobe,
I
not Curry.
was like Curry.
No,
What?
not Curry.
Okay, Kobe.
Kobe. It's like MJ.
MJ.
Shaq.
Shaq. Got one more, Dougie.
That last one's tough. Uh, I'll take Magic.
Okay.
AI is
with
fifth.
or with or without
HIV?
the HIV.
Both. Nah, AI would be my fifth.
AI is the honorable mention.
Yes.
For sure. Okay, bro. Talking about basketball. I mean, we're in the topic of basketball. Bro, I just finished watching that Lamar Odom one.
Crazy, huh?
Bro, that shit is wild,
Crazy.
bro. First of all, Chloe, a real one. I would have socked that fool immediately.
All right, so now that you're talking about that, put me in that perspective, right? Like as Lamar, except the drugs. So Chloe was like my girl. She was always there, Quick shout out to her. Always day and night there, when she could. Uh, I know it was tough for her. Not just her, but my friends, family, and just seeing people's faces, uh, like I remember a nurse told me like, hey, like you have a lot of visitors, like other people don't, and that just hit me like, damn. Like I felt bad for the other people, but at the same time, I was blessed to have the people around me checking on me and stuff.
No facts. I mean, I went for that time. What was it? September, October, November. Just, I mean, those 3 months. Damn, hold on.
Two
September,
months.
October. Those 2 months, right? I'm like, fuck, I don't know how to count. But those 2 months, I think I went to see you twice. And yeah, bro, I remember.
Yeah, the first time you went, bro, I just hear voices.
Bro,
Yeah, I couldn't see. I couldn't see. And I just remember, I just felt like I don't know how you saw me, but I felt like I was just sitting and my eyes were like low and I could only see from like waist down. And I could just hear voices.
I mean, if you don't mind that I get too much into detail about it,
Nah, I'm
but
open book, brother. Open book. Let
but
the people know.
I remember. So when the first time, so I'm just gonna just backtrack from everything from when I first, like, I remember talking to you about it, and you're like, you had just gotten your license maybe in August.
Yeah, I got it in August, and I felt that was the curse of me.
Yeah, so you got it in August, right? And then a couple, well, like maybe like within those 2 weeks. No, within those.
A week
Within
after
a week
I
or
got
so?
sick, and then I went to the doctors. They told me I had COVID, so obviously I had to not work. So I was home, and then after that, once I got cleared, I remember I was like, all right, I called my manager because I was working at the airport and a barber shop at that time. I wasn't really sleeping, but I remember I had called them. Oh, I woke up and I just collapsed. My legs gave out. It was
This
just
was
weird
at home.
at home.
You were going to what job at that?
Airport.
The airport job.
So I had
Okay.
woken up to get ready. I stood up and collapsed, and I couldn't get up. It's like those life alert, commercials.
I've fallen and I can't get up.
Yeah. And I just called him. I was like, hey, bro, like, I know it's my first day back, but I can't make it. Like, I just can't walk. Sounds crazy, but I just can't. He was like, nah, it's cool, bro. Like, you know. And thank God, like, the that was my Friday. So that weekend, that's when I went to TJ, and
And you went to TJ for a doctor's visit, right? You went
yes,
to the doctor out there.
and that's when he told me like, hey, you have a sinus congestion that could lead to anything through your body. And I was just like, oh, that's pretty crazy. And we went to eat, and as we were walking back to the car to get ready to cross back, I noticed my both legs got swollen,
Like,
like really swollen that I couldn't put pressure on.
okay.
So
And sorry to cut you off, but so what you went to TJ because obviously
to
out
find out
to
what's wrong with me,
find out what's wrong, and
because
it's
every doctor here at the clinics I would go to was just saying, nah, it's just the flu. And I also lost my hearing.
on both ears or just
Yeah,
one.
so I couldn't really like hear, and I had to. I remember I told the doctor, I was like, "Hey, can you check my ears?" She's like, "No, they're just dirty. Like you don't. I don't have to check them." I was like, "What?" I guess. And then that's when the doctor TJ said, "Yeah, your sinus congestion could cover your ears that you won't hear, and it just attack your body slowly going down." And pretty much that's what it did. And we came back Sunday. Then the following day, that's when I went to the hospital.
Okay. So I remember we talked about that, and you were like, "Yeah, I'm gonna go to the hospital. I'm gonna see what they tell me." I was like, "All right, well, keep me updated, because because again, to me, you had told me it was just COVID, right?" And then I waited a couple times. I would text you, but you were also very again your times were different than my times, so we would never really catch each other on either a text or anything, But when you um yeah, you didn't get back to me for a couple days, and then
And that was when I was in the coma.
that's when you were in. Yes, no, you still weren't. You were still just you just couldn't. Uh,
Well, to be honest, at the beginning of the time there, it was just a blur that I don't really remember
so
much.
yeah, so we were trying to get in contact with you. It was me and Ebony trying to just call you, trying to find see if you were okay, because obviously we knew you went to the hospital, and bro, like you're a very private person when it comes to anything. It took, I mean, even when you told the world about you being a double amputee,
Yeah,
it
that was
was
crazy because I had made a video weeks prior, and I aimed for that day, the surgery day, as let the world know. And it just it was hard for me to just post it. I was scared. My heart was racing right before I wanted to post it. And once like I finally like posted it, like I got love from people, like they're like, "Damn, I didn't know this happened to you." Cuz again, I am a very private person. And a little of me didn't want to post it, but I was like, "Nah, I can't keep this to myself. I got to let people know cuz you never know if people know other people that are going through the same thing. They can always, like link them to me, and we could always talk, express how we feel and stuff like that."
yeah. So yeah, we didn't know how to get in contact with anybody. We didn't have your girl's number. We didn't have obviously your family's number. So we were just trying to. So we were just blowing you up. Like I kid you not. Like we'd call you at least me. I'd call you at least 2-3 times a day, texting you like 4 or 5 times a day, hoping you respond. Whatever it was. But then one day, Ebony, I guess, got in contact with, I think your brother. He had your phone, He's like, oh yeah, he's here at this hospital, and we're like, well, can we go visit? And then he's like, yeah, come by. And then yeah, bro, I dead ass left work early that day. We went to go see you, and I kid you not, like you had all these ice packs all up on your body.
Yeah, I was swollen.
Yeah, like
It
bro,
was
like your whole
bad.
face, like your
It looked like I got jumped.
yeah, you dead ass did. Your eyes were like super swollen, like the inside of your eyeball, like in your eyes, it was all bloodshot, like
Yeah, it
nothing
came to a
but
point.
blood.
It came to a point where they had said that I could be blind too.
Yeah, so it was
That's how
crazy.
bad I got.
It was crazy, and I remember like while we were in there, it was Ebony, Nicole, and myself, and we were having a conversation with you. You know, we were just trying to, obviously, like we didn't know if you could hear us. We didn't know if you were even paying attention, but we were just trying to have a conversation. Like, hey, you're gonna get out of this. You're gonna be good. We'll see you soon. You're gonna hang out with us, and we just talked to you, and then eventually you opened your eyes. You opened your eyes and you looked at us. And when you looked, at least this is from my perspective, you looked at us and you were like confused, but you knew who the hell we were. You said hi, because you were like, I kid you not, you were like this.
Also, I was like that.
Yeah, no, you really were.
Oh
Pillows
damn.
and ice packs, everything. And so I was
Because
like,
I remember being like this, but I didn't feel like I was like this.
no, yeah. So I was like, "What's up, Juan?" And you're like, you couldn't do much, but you just gave me like a peace sign, and you were kind of just like, kind of giving me hand signals, like, "Hey, you're gonna come out of this," and you're like, just giving me a thumbs up, reassuring us, bro. Like,
Yeah, it's crazy too because people would tell me like, that came to visit me like, oh, like you're gonna come out of this, bro. Like, and that was before I knew I was gonna get amputated. So like, that never crossed my mind that I was gonna be amputated. So I always thought like, oh, it's just a bad like disease. I'll get out of this, and
yeah,
back to my normal self.
I remember you were even like, oh, like I think before they even told you were gonna be amputated, you were finally able to at least text, and you're like, yeah, when I get out of this, I'm gonna go back to playing with you guys on Sundays. You
Yeah,
know,
yeah,
I
that's
still
what
got
I
my
do miss
jersey.
the most, hooping, man.
Hooping.
Yeah, I tried wheelchair basketball. It's cool, but it's not the same.
It's not the same
It's not
for
the same.
sure. No, yeah, bro. So I remember, bro. It's still like a memory in my head that I was just like, yeah, you were just there, and like again, you saying that you just saw like from the bottom half of us is crazy because like to us, your eyes were low, but they were still open enough to like that you looked at us.
Yeah,
And so yeah, just hearing that, it's just crazy.
yeah. I mean, my time in the hospital was for sure a roller coaster. Cause I'd always tell myself like, I'll be out soon. I'll be out soon. But that soon kept getting pushed back and back, and to the point where I lost hope, and I was really depressed in there,
Those 2 months felt like forever to you, I
for
bet.
sure. And it was just like, it's just the little things that are for sure got me. Like, they had, the hospitals have their own chapel, their own pastor, and all that. They'll come pray for me, and that would like bring joy to me. Just a little prayer. Um,
Were you because you're talking about chapel and pastors, were you a religious person, or are
yes,
you a religious person
I am.
now, right now?
I
Or
always been.
okay, that's what I
Always
was
been.
like. Were you
Yeah, always been. People from my church come visit me. Prayers at church. So that always made me feel good. It got me crazy, but my time in the hospital, that was the closest I felt to God.
okay?
Yeah, that was the closest I felt to God. And it came to a point where, like, how I mentioned earlier, like, pull the plug. Like, I would have been happy. At like, sounds crazy, but I would have been at peace if I just that was my time.
Damn. Okay.
Pretty deep, but it's
No,
crazy.
I mean, bro,
Yeah,
let us
like
let people know your experience. Let people know your life.
yeah,
Like you said, you're an open book. Let's talk about it. But no,
yeah,
it's crazy. Yeah, no, it was definitely a roller coaster for not only me, but like I mean, not only for you, but for your family, your partner, everybody, your inner circle. Um,
yeah. And I never like the day of my surgery. Like, well, before that day, they kept saying it was before, but they kept pushing it back, and like you hear stories about people dying in surgeries and stuff. In my case, I never thought that. I knew I had God on my side. So, for me, like in my case, I knew He had my back, and I went to the surgery with an open mind and just was just ready to knock it out and start adjusting to my new life.
and so after you got out the hospital, did you think you were gonna still cut hair?
Yeah, I did.
You did.
Yeah,
Okay.
but I didn't think to the point where I'm at now, standing up and cutting hair. I always thought I'll be cutting from a wheelchair.
Okay.
So that's how I started at the crib. I kid you not. Um, I started cutting hair probably like 2 days after I got out the hospital.
You're wilding,
Yeah.
bandaged up still and everything.
No, I
Like
wasn't bandaged. Well, my legs were,
your legs were.
but I'll just cover it with like a towel
Oh, okay, okay. But
so
you were
I don't get
dang.
hairs on it.
Uh huh.
But yeah, 2 days. And I remember the first cut I did, I would shake a lot because at that point I was really weak
Uh huh.
and I had lost hella weight. Um, so each time like I'll flick up or something, I'll just shake a lot, and then that's when I would start questioning myself like, damn, is this for me or I have to like go a different route now? But little by little, I noticed it started going away, and I was like, all right, like I can start doing this again and enjoy what I do.
Alright, so we're back. Um, Back to the Lamar shit. Like, bro, you saw that shit. That shit was wild, bro. Like, it's just like because again, what we saw on the TV and on the news and just all that stuff. Like, you don't. It's just, but all the things that not only like Chloe went through, but Lamar went through. Like, they all went through some crazy ass shit. That shit was wild to me. It just opens up your eyes that it's
Nothing's guaranteed in this life but death, bro.
facts. Facts. No, you're not wrong, bro. You're
Hey,
not wrong
if
about
I'm
that.
lying, I'm flying.
Stupid ass. You're a dumbass. Oh shit. But tell us. I mean, you're a fan of sports, obviously. Tell us your teams you go for.
I'm a Laker fan,
Whack.
die hard. I'm a Dodger fan.
Cool.
This is the plot twist. People gonna be like, "Oh, how you a fan of this and then and that?" I'm a Niner fan.
Whack.
Bang bang Niner gang.
Fuck them.
Yeah. So when I was growing up, cause I know probably comments gonna say some, you know, there's no LA team when I was growing up.
Okay. And then so I know your goat is has already passed away, R.P. Kobe.
Yes, sir.
But
Be 6 feet above. I mean, down.
6 feet below.
Yes.
If you could meet any any 49er any 49er player, current or already retired, who would you want to meet?
Current would be the whole team. Shit.
Nah, you gotta choose one, bro.
All right. I'll pick
Trying to make you a Make a Wish kid, bro.
either Brock Purdy
Yeah. Mr. Irrelevant
Q
himself.
QB1 or CMC.
CMC.
I was
Okay.
CMC for sure. Block Birdie for sure. Kittle would be cool too.
You want to Mike Evans is while you're at it and shit?
Shout out Mike Evans though.
Fuck him. Fuck them all. But fuck George Kittle to begin with, bro.
Why?
Hard. Bitch, you remember that time we went to that game?
He put
he had that
shirt,
fuck Cowboys or fuck Dallas.
Belted ass.
Bro, I was hot that day, bro. That whole trip was a vibe for sure. That whole trip was a vibe up until the game.
That game was amazing. Fun fact, I've never seen the 49ers lose live. Think I'm their good luck charm.
Stupid ass. All right, let's give you what music did you listen to growing up?
Growing up,
Yeah,
hip hop, rap,
artist wise.
artist.
No,
We're going. Do we consider Usher on hip hop or R&B?
he's more R&B, I think. Also, leave this fool alone, dog. You don't sit there.
Well, in today's world, we could call it old school, like R&B. You know, come my boy right here, Unk.
Alright, bro, chill.
Artist-wise, I listen to a lot of Drake, Kanye, Usher, C Breezy. Who else?
Damn, that's crazy. You say Drake, and I think I started listening to... When did you listen to Drake?
Middle school. All my
Damn,
music.
I think I was in high school.
All my music, like the artists I mentioned, was middle school.
Damn, okay. Bro, there was music that we were listening to when we were younger that we listen to now.
Because I'll tell you why, like all that music I started listening to in middle school. Because that's when I first got like a iPod. I had the iPad Nano.
Damn.
Yeah.
Bro, you remember when we used to do that super IT high tech fucking hacking shit? I don't know if you did it.
The jailbreak shit?
But no. When we used to, at least for me, I used to do LimeWire. So
I did too.
Or the YouTube to MP3 because I never had an iPod. I never had an Apple product till, bro, I was able to buy my own shit. But like I would always do like LimeWire or
LimeWire was everything.
YouTube to MP3.
That was the time when Soulja Boy was there.
Yeah.
I listened to a lot of Michael Jackson earlier. Call me crazy, but Michael Jackson was it.
So would you consider him? Oh no, he's a king of pop. Never
King
mind.
of Pop, that's it,
He's
bro.
a king of pop. I was like
Him and Prince, Michael Jackson. Hands down, bro. Bar
Michael
for bar, Michael Jackson.
Michael Jackson. Okay. And then, were you listening? Was that music that your parents were listening to too?
Nah.
So how did you come about finding
That's just
this those
music,
artists?
It was just what was around me at that time.
Okay.
Yeah, my parents didn't really listen to music like that. Just whatever's on the radio, I guess.
Okay.
They're more radio people.
Bro, I remember being in the radio as a kid. I mean, being on the radio as a kid. Being in the car as a kid, and the radio would be playing. So like, my mom used to send me in our apartments that we would live in. She would send me, "Hey, go heat up the van while we're chilling." And so I used to heat up the van, right? And I'd fucking put I put a Power 106.
Power 106.
At that point, I'd put a Power 106, and I'd just be listening to that joint and then my mom gets in the car. She doesn't trip about it because it's not as loud, right? And then they start playing a banger, and then I put it up a little bit, and she's like, "What the fuck is this? Who played this shit? Like, why is this shit?" And then she'd click to her station. I'll be like, "Fuck this whack shit."
They're like, "Quita esa mierda."
Facts.
I'm like, damn, let me enjoy it.
For real, like let me at least finish this song.
It's your car, you're just dropping me off. That's it.
But then, bro, I remember as a kid talking about warming up the van and all that shit. I used to Back when my mom used to send me to go warm up the van, I'd go warm up the van, and it was in a little parking structure, right? I dead ass would put that joint on drive, move that shit. I had to make sure the wheels were straight because I don't think I could have been able to maneuver it like that. But I make sure those wheels are straight, and I used to drive it forward and drive it back. Drive it forward.
That's how you learn how to drive?
Yeah, low key.
That's how I
And
got
then
too. And also, I learned how to drive every time I go to Six Flags. At those go-karts.
Oh, okay.
That's how I learned.
Nah, and then, bro, one time my brother was in the car, and I was like, hey, you want to see something cool? He's like, what's up? And I fucking put that joint on drive, and I reversed it, and he's like, bro, we're gonna get in trouble. Keep in mind, he is younger than me.
Yeah, you're old.
And so this would be like,
He old, bro.
We're gonna get in trouble. But okay, okay. Now let's go with some quick, not a pocket question. Damn, I don't think you're ready for this one.
Ask away.
Snitch on the homie or cheat on your girl?
Cheat on my girl.
Damn. Can't snitch on the homie. Can't. Alright, I'm gonna go with a quick this or that. Don't think of that shit, just answer.
Alright.
Morning or night?
Morning.
Texting or calling?
Texting.
Instagram or TikTok?
TikTok.
Own a shop or own a suite?
Own a shop.
Tapers or fades?
Tapers.
Walk-ins or appointments?
Appointments.
Knowing how you die or when you die?
When I die.
Having dinner with Ye or mentored by Kobe?
Oh, wow, tough. I think I'll be mentored by Kobe.
Mentored by Kobe, okay. Have your camera roll leaked or your group's hats leaked?
Camera roll.
Damn. Okay. Yeah, if you...
That's like snitch on the homies. You don't do that.
Oh, shit. That was pretty good. All right. Are you, what's your favorite snack? What do you...
Favorite snack?
Favorite snack?
Theater popcorn.
Theater popcorn?
That's Mando.
Damn.
Mando.
Low key?
Every time I go to the theater, I always get popcorn. And my girl got me this popcorn pass at AMC. So every time I go for a large popcorn, it's like $5.
Damn.
And it comes with a free refill. So
Is it only one free refill or is it more? Yeah.
So you're really getting 2 large popcorn for $5,
bro. Low key, even with braces, bro, I be fucking up some popcorn. Like, cause like, bro, they say with braces, you're not supposed to eat popcorn.
How old are you?
All right, bitch.
And braces?
Yeah, bitch. Mind your business.
Yeah.
Bitch, I was poor, ho. I just, as an adult, now I can buy. I can pay for shit that I can have braces on.
Yeah, I was too.
But fucking bro, popcorn. Bro, we can go out to dinner and have had dinner, and then we're going to the movies right after. I gotta get popcorn. Mando, guarantee.
That's me too.
Low key.
I make space for it. I make space for it.
Facts. Fuck the movie's like 2 hours long minimum. I can fucking. I'll make it work.
Before I met my girl, every time I get popcorn, I wouldn't eat it during the commercials. I don't know. It's a weird thing about me. I'd only eat it when the start of the movie. Now when I met my girl, like, she'll be like, "Oh, let me get some popcorn," and I'll get mad because, like, bro, why are you eating the popcorn? The movie hasn't started.
Facts.
So then, now I be eating it during the commercials, and then when the movie started, I'm like, damn, I should have just saved it.
Oh damn. Okay. Well, I got another this or that. Football or basketball?
Oh, we talking current?
Current, bitch.
Football.
Yeah, okay. Season starts pretty soon.
Back in the day, couple like
back in the day when?
Like 10, 15 years ago, I'm taking basketball.
Facts. Okay.
That was peak.
Okay.
Nowadays, that shit's sorry, bro. I don't even watch basketball how I used to.
Bro, one time, so like obviously being being a barber, bro, there's very like there's a couple things that you really can't get into with people because it just becomes a bigger
That's
thing.
politics and that's religion and that's
Sexuality.
yeah.
But bro, one time, so my go-to question is always like, "Oh, you watch sports?" They're like, "Yeah, yeah." You know, most people tell me a story, right? Tell me their team, whatever, right? So one time we had basketball on, and I asked one of the clients. I was like, it was on a Tuesday, so it wasn't as busy, right? And I was like, "Yo, do you watch basketball?" He's like, "Nah, I used to, but now they're a bunch of fucking." I was like, "Bro, keep in mind this fool said it with his chest, and he said that shit with his chest, and I was like, yo." I was like, how do I get out of? And bro, this fool went on, had a whole rant, and I was like, how do I get out of this shit so that it doesn't blow into a bigger thing, bro? That was the last time I've ever really brought up like a lot of sports. I try to be like, hey, what are you into? You know, do you like this? Oh yeah, yeah, all right. Because bro,
It
that
would
shit
have
was
been
all.
crazy if there was,
If there was, yeah, no, exactly. And I'm just like, damn, like that shit to me was just wild in itself. I was just like, can't do that shit. That shit is that shit was just wild. Would you rather be respected or loved?
respected.
Okay. Loyalty or respect? Because they don't go. A lot of people are like, oh, they go hand in hand. Nah, they don't.
You said loyalty or respect?
Yeah,
Respect, bro.
respect. Respect is gold. When I see you with my dog, do you have pets at all? You want you want a dog? You can have
It's just he likes me because dog and dog.
him. Dog activities. Facts. Okay. I mean, shit. Before we head out of here, got two questions for you.
For sure.
Three questions actually. Who's your hero?
Who's my hero? God, bro.
Okay.
Without him, we wouldn't be here.
Facts. Okay. Cool. And then social media. You on socials right now? Where can people follow you at?
At Juancho School 1.
On both?
On
On
Instagram and TikTok.
on Instagram
So
and
on
TikTok.
TikTok, I'm going to start posting more of a like a day in a life type of as an amputee. More amputee related. That was one of my goals this year, and I feel like this podcast as a guest is a start of it. So
I mean, first of all, I appreciate you. Oh, to end it, but appreciate you always being down for it. I was like, damn. Lucky when we were even talking about this, it was just like, damn, what can I bring up? What can't I bring up? Like, what
it's
can? And it
I'm
was
an
like,
open
bro,
book.
you're like, I'm an open book. You can ask me whatever you want.
Yeah, I'm an open book. I want the people to know. If you want to reach out and find Cheeseman, go ahead. I really don't care.
Oh yeah. Yeah, and I'll be tagging his socials on the description,
Right here.
so that way but also fuck, any shout outs you got before we head out?
Yeah, shout out to my girl. Shout out to my friends and fam. Everybody who's in my circle. Everybody who was there for me in the hospital. Uh, Shout out to God as well.